I want to be a psychic that only gives bad news.
Just tells you the shitty things are going to happen.
Yeah, just as a social experiment to see how it would go. Because I feel like part of the hook is the vague notion that there might be some money coming your way, or there might be some resolution, or that your father in hell doesn't really hate you. It was just mad about something else the whole time he was alive, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
I just want to be the first negative psychic. Like, hey man, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, that's one of the things that kills that stuff for me and just makes me think like there's no way. Is those people who talk about like past lives and everything, and they give you like your spirit reading. There was we have like a Patreon version of the show, like the Secret Suck, and on that one we do a weekly segment on wackadoodles, just psychics, people who are like alien channels, anything where they're trying to make money off of this supposed weird ability, where they're selling books based on bullshit, or they're giving readings based on bullshit. And I did a reading, paid for like these 2 audio readings for this lady who is David Icke. He's the big crazy lizard Illuminati guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
David Icke psychic. This Carol Clark. I was able to find out who she was, and I got 2 readings. And of course, when she talks about my past lives, it's like fucking Knights Templars, and it's all these like nobles. And I'm like, why isn't the reading ever come back where it's like you come from a long line of nothing but janitors? And just
you were a cattle rapist.
You were a rape victim.
You didn't even work at the farm. You just showed up every week and raped one of the cows.
Right, exactly.
It didn't even make any sense.
Like your ancestors were nothing but pedophiles and rapists and fucking just dirtbags. And it's like, it's amazing that you did anything with your life. But like, just like the odds, it's like, there's always like some famous, you go back far enough and it's like you were Cleopatra once, and then the future stuff is always like these bright, warm future things. And there was a guy we did a few weeks ago, I'm blanking on his name, but he was a psychic, and in his bio on his website, he said that like, by the 4th grade, all of his classmates, even his teacher, knew he could read other, kids' minds, and on and on. And every time I read that stuff, I'm like, then go to the fucking lab, you piece of shit. Get some science, have it videotaped, do your little mind reading thing that you've been doing since 4th grade, and become the most famous person who ever lived. But no.
The richest, most famous person of all time.
The richest, most famous person of all time. But instead, you're doing weird fucking Best Western conventions in front of 30 people, selling your $40 psychic book. It's like, get out of here, you snake oil salesman.
Like how much can you really expect people to believe you if you're a psychic operating out of a strip mall?
Right.
Like why didn't you just put a bunch of money on the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah, you would have been rich enough to afford a huge place to do it at. I agree with that.
Isn't it amazing how many people, what scares me about those kind of people are their followings more than the person. Like the David Icke, like whatever. Like David Icke, I get somebody being crazy. I get somebody being self-absorbed and narcissistic and a little bit insane and paranoid and writing all the weird books they write. What scares me is when they have hundreds of thousands of followers. Like a David Icke video, what he's saying doesn't freak me out nearly as much as the comment section below. And there's people, people even crazier than him. There's this one lady, Dolores Cannon, and she's dead now, but she wrote all these books about the most insane shit, about like Lemurians living in Mount Shasta, and they still talk to the Atlanteans who are still under the water somewhere, and they have nuclear trains that like on and on and on and on, and all this stuff that's definitely not real. And then you look at their like book reviews, and you look at their Instagram followings and their YouTube comments, and it's comment after comment of "Thanks for being a bringer of light. Thank you for your truth." What the fuck?
You know what